Hello. I don't know, like, if they can hear me or anything, like, because it's VR chat. This is the Wild West of like streaming for me. Yeah, but this is like the Wild West of streaming for me. I have never know how this is gonna go. I don't know if they can hear me. They're talking about a cat in chat. You know, what's up? yeah. Okay, so this is like the edge of like our stream over here, and this is like the other edge. Okay. Okay, I can't hear you on stream. Okay, that is messed up. We need to be able to fix that. Where is my, like... So I can hear you perfectly fine in stream, that's the problem. Voices, avatars, microphone, device, that's the right microphone. Let's look at our... Well, no, my desktop is on. I'm trying to test to see if it's just too low. Can you hear Button? Button talk. No, that's what we thought. That's what we're trying to fix here. Is this the right one?
We'll get there.
Is this the right one?
We'll get there. We'll get there.
No, I mean, can you guys hear it now?
I hear myself.
You can hear yourself? Yay! Okay. Yeah, so I was on desktop and not on the headset. I need to use the headset speaker or output. Because it's going through my ears. That's why it's not. You're not going to the desktop apparently.
It's true.
Yeah. None of you
go through your desktop.
I mean, that's nice. Most cats just run through the desktop and knock everything off.
You're kind of right when you think about it.
Okay. Yay.
I've never thought about it like that.
Okay, now where are we? Let me find where I am in stream.
We're in the funky tunnel.
Nope. Okay, I deleted my stream camera for a second.
You're like perfect. Oh.
Okay, there we go. There we go. We got it to look at us. We are good now. Hello. Wow, I am looking weird. Why is it being so weird here? I'm gonna adjust.
I don't know. What's wrong with those hips?
I don't know.
Those hips don't lie.
Yeah, I'm trying to get to. Yeah, I'm just dancing. I'm just dancing here.
Lie.
Okay. Well, hello everyone. Hello. Welcome to another rendition of the Humpday Hypno Hour. We are having a absolutely amazing time breaking my hips, with our wonderful cat Button.
Maybe you shouldn't say it's a hump day and also breaking your hips in the same sentence. Maybe that's a bad idea.
Chat, is that a bad idea? I don't see anything wrong with it. I think everything we said is perfectly normal and just No. It's the best idea. See, they're agreeing. It is a good thing to say. It is perfectly normal.
You can't agree with him? Oh, come on.
Yep.
I'm already losing favor.
Yes, liquid bone mode. Yes, exactly. Well, while I go liquid bone mode, Button here is going to introduce themselves. So I'm going to go find a mirror and adjust while Button entertains. Dance
you
monkey
have to stand
or
right next to me, though. That's the worst part.
Dance kitty, yeah. Or I could just do this. Ha ha. HQ mirror.
You can't hear me very well.
I can hear you.
Hello, everyone.
Nope. It did not work at all. It broke worse.
Oh my god.
So I
exactly disagree with the hypnotist Button. It's true. You can't. Remember, the first step to anything is believing. I'm a hypnotist. I've been doing hypnosis for about 2.5 years now. I've been learning a lot, and it's a really big passion of mine, and I try really, really hard to do it a lot and often, and I have a lot of nothing to show off to a lot of people. However, I do have files that I create, and I try very, very hard to be very open and teach a lot about hypnosis. And I do stream sometimes to answer questions about hypnosis and even hypnotize people, much like Cole, except Cole is a lot more professional than I am. I don't know if it's easy to tell that or not.
I'm not professional.
Regardless, I love hypnosis.
I'm just a scaredy cat.
I believe you.
Yeah, that's what. I don't know what's up. Is my like hip tracker turned on? Oh, that's why I am completely sideways in my room. I need to be like facing this way. Why can't I just turn the whole world, you know? It's losing me on my trackers because they're completely 180 to me.
I'm such a scary individual. I made you forget your position in the room. I didn't know how I managed that.
Here, we're gonna go like
Little
this.
dainty dance.
Aha. There we go.
Good at it from my few.
Okay, now I just need to move everything around.
You have heard of me.
There we go. We should be getting a little bit.
It's true.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna just set everything over here. Where the heck did that disappear to? Okay, we should be a bit better once I can get my tail working, you know? Okay. My leg is still going crazy, but, we'll fix that really quick. This is why I don't really do VR streams that much. It's just a lot of work. Okay. So I am facing the right way in the room, so now my cameras can actually pick me up. Hey chat, how's it going? What's up? Having a good time?
You gotta do a little victory wiggle.
Yeah, victory wiggle. Yeah. Woot woot, woot woot. Yeah, we'll just make this a nice little simple time. Oh, it didn't turn on. That's embarrassing. There we go. Now you guys don't have to think at all. You can just watch the spiral and enjoy button. Yay! Ooh.
It's so true.
Okay, think they bought this? Think they're that easy? I think they're that easy. We're good? We good?
Some of them are, and that's really, really funny.
Yeah. Ooh. Like Diamond Dog likes it. They like that spiral. Because Diamond Dog made this spiral.
You
so
see,
that's cool.
Did he really? That's so nice of him.
Yeah, he also made the background for
Congratulations.
For the stream, you know? Not this world, but the other background for the stream. Yeah, they have a website that makes spirals.
I know.
Really cool. You gotta check it out. It's linked below.
Oh my god. Actually?
Okay. Yeah, it's linked below and
Excuse me, walk off screen to
He's not off screen.
Look at it. Diamond Dog Spiral Randomizer.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Alright.
Check it out. We use it a lot. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, and if you guys want to randomize stuff,
I'll make sure I do.
If you guys do the random button, we'll just probably go between particles, and the bars. If I can get to go off the bars. There we go. So, okay, there we go. So, chat, how's it going? You have a question? What do you have a question about? Time travel? No, that's someone else.
Time travel type beat, I gotcha. So, Button, where are your files? They are located on YouTube. If you look up Enchanting Cheshire on YouTube, you will find my hypnosis files. At the same time, I'm also one of the only people that have made a surprisingly good hypnosis induction to help you acquire Phantom Sense. And if you look up Furry Phantom Sense Hypnosis, I'm pretty sure my video is the top result. I could be wrong though. I did put in a lot of meta tags, and it is the only thing I've made that has ever blown up.
I don't know how to do meta tags. None of my stuff has any meta tags on it. I really should do that sometime. Yeah.
I mean, I don't either. I just put in a bunch, and it got put into way too many people's recommended.
I think
and then, like,
my
I just
stuff
blew up by
pulls up
accident.
when you search
awesome.
video games. It's because it's Twitch. Twitch just does that. It's like the tag it's the one tag
That's
Twitch
true.
automatically adds.
That's true.
So,
That's true.
So everyone, how's it going? What's up? How are you doing? Having a good day? Yeah, Pokemon.
I hope so.
Phantom
What happened
Sense?
to Bunzai?
Bunzai? What Bunzai? I can't read.
That's a long story, and I don't have enough time to tell that story on this stream, unfortunately.
Okay. Speaking of stories and telling and a bunch of other things, it's a Hypno hour, isn't it?
It's true.
Isn't this supposed to be a Hypno hour? Anyone else here? Like,
Yeah, we're gonna be hypnotizing Cole.
well, no. We're hypnotizing them, aren't we? You're showing off your skills here, aren't you?
That's a close.
Yeah. I'm just gonna sit
like,
back,
you're like
relax,
a part of chat,
and
if
just
you
like.
think about it. You're like a part of chat when you really think about it.
Yeah, I guess I am. I mean, they're my smarter half. You know, my other brain cell.
You're not supposed to compliment Twitch chat. This isn't a real Twitch stream. What's going on here?
Yeah. So, without further ado, who says we do a little hypnosis around here? We'll see if they can hypnotize
I really
me.
like hypnosis.
Yeah, that's good. Hypnotize the Cole. Yes. No. Maybe. So.
Maybe? Only maybe?
I don't care. I don't know.
So.
That's every response you can do, really. My Velcro command done. Okay, we're good.
So. I know a lot of different kinds of induction styles, so I'm going to do a couple of rapid inductions, which needs very slight, participation from your half in the kind of way where I'm going to instruct you to do something, and I just kind of need you to do it slightly in order for this to have any effect on one person in particular. So with that being said, Cole, would you mind walking closer to the camera so I could position myself properly? That is so awesome. Thank you.
If you just stand like directly in front of me, you'll be great. Okay.
Can I see your hand?
Right there.
Hold on. Is the lighting in this world good? Okay, it's good for you, and that's all that matters.
Yeah, it's good for me. I can see your paws just fine. I'm dark.
So,
I'm dark.
I mean, I could use my paws, but I don't know if it counts.
Yeah, go for it.
What I want you to do is, I just want you to kind of look at your own hand real quick, and just kind of hold it in front of you, and just kind of look at it. There you go.
Aha!
Like, hold it out in front of you.
Like this.
You just stand comfortably.
Mm-hmm.
Just stand comfortably and hold it out in front of you. Yeah. The way this very specific induction works is, what I want you to do is, I want you to find one specific point on your hand to look at. Specifically, I want you to look at that one point right there. Sorry.
Those of you can't tell, they pointed right at the base of my middle finger. This one.
Essentially, what I want you to do is, you see, the induction is slightly different from in VR and in person, so I'm just going to do the in-person one. When you're staring at this one specific point right here, what I want you to do is, I just want you to really, really focus on this one specific line in your hand, or the kind of little spot where you can actually stare and start to notice something. Is you stare at this one tiny little spot in your hand. The most important thing to remember is, we as human beings love to kind of study things. We study things in such a very specific kind of way that we as people have loved studying things to such an immense degree that we would take bodies off of the battlefield in medieval times and skin people that were dead in order to just simply learn and study the muscle groups. We actually went into an entire field of study simply based off of this genuine kind of obsession we had with just learning and studying things, especially when it came to about ourselves. This field of study actually eventually went into the field of medicine. But the more important part that I want you to do is, I want you to stare at that one tiny little spot, and I just kind of want you to look and just start to notice things that you don't, or that you haven't exactly noticed before. Because you're staring at this tiny little line in your hand, what I want you to do is, as you begin to slowly let your eyes drift slowly across your hand, you can start to notice things that you haven't exactly noticed before. Specifically, how your hand functions and the way the lines in your hand actually have a lot of more function than you've actually noticed before. Because there's a lot of things in our hands that we haven't exactly seen before, as you begin to slowly study your own hand, you start to notice things that you haven't exactly seen before. Even though this is your own hand, you use this hand every single day of your life, and despite the fact that you've used your hand for every single day of your life, you've never exactly taken the time to sit down and actively study it. But maybe you have, maybe you haven't. The entire point is, as you stare at your hand and you start to genuinely look at the tiny little lines, maybe closing your hand and opening it once more, to stare and actually start to look at exactly how your hand functions, the way the kind of lines genuinely fold in order to make your hand make a genuine shape. As you stare at these very specific things, it's very easy to notice just how much focus it really is easy to kind of give into staring at your own hand. And as you give more focus to staring at your own hand, studying these things, it becomes a lot easier to notice things that you haven't exactly noticed before, like the tiny little islands on the insides of your palm, where the lines softly break into two lines to make a very tiny little kind of pocket-shaped island in the line in your hand. But as you start to notice and study these things, this is your specific hand. No one else will ever have a hand that looks exactly like this. So it's very important to be able to learn and study this very specific thing that no one else has. One of the easiest things to notice is that this is the most amount of natural focus you have ever put into anything. Because of that, a lot of people don't entirely usually notice that in order to be able to kind of feel any very specific kind of experience when it comes to hypnosis, nothing really needs to matter more than the exact feeling of what it feels like to focus. What I mean by focus specifically is when someone usually tends to study on something, or study something so specific, and they start to learn a lot more than they normally have, or they normally do in that matter. When people tend to look and kind of study these very specific things that we tend to not kind of look at more often, but because this is something we use every single day that we tend to overlook very, very easily, it's very, very easy and hard to kind of obfuscate or kind of not entirely understand that this is something that we have a lot of interest in, studying our own body as well as ourselves and the hands that we use every single day. One of the most important things to notice is the amount of focus required just to study. When you begin to study to the moment that you stop. In order to allow yourself to feel an immense amount of focus, you just need to simply study by simply staring at multiple different points on your own hand, or simply beginning to learn a lot more than you normally have. This is the exact moment that you notice. This is the exact amount of focus required to fall into trance. It happens completely instantly without any real regard for how you feel in that exact moment in time. Instead, what happens is it happens without your realization. It's a very slow droning on experience or sensation where the mind slowly begins harder and harder to begin to formulate your own thoughts. It's harder and harder to think, but the moment you do, you start to notice, just like having a train of thought. It's very easy to pick up coal and put it directly into the furnace. Once the train begins to start, it has nowhere to go. Like all trains, they must have run-on rails that they can continuously go on for hours and hours on end, where they can quickly hop from one track to another, changing our train of thought. But when our train of thought has no rails, we experience this utter and complete lack of thought. This very strange haze begins to fog the mind, and it's almost as if it is harder to see. Because we cannot see anymore, or it is more difficult to see, it is a lot easier to notice how just because we cannot see, the amount of focus we have does not change. The amount of focus does not wane, and instead we begin to just simply feel the sensation of everything slowing down. It's not you, not me, not your breathing, but in fact, just everything around us becomes and starts to feel a lot slower than normal. Not as if everything around us has slowly started to speed up, but rather that we ourselves have began to just slowly stop, coming almost to a kind of halting grind where completely out of nowhere we can experience this immense satisfaction of what it feels like to not have a single thought for a moment. or 2. Relaxation comes in droves. It can come in pulses or waves. One of the most enjoyable feelings I like to think is what it feels like to work a 12-hour shift, or rather a more normal 8-hour shift where the day was very, very long and you worked very, very hard. The moment you got home, you were so tired from the night before that now that it is today, it's a lot harder to have that energy you needed to keep your free time. And because of this, the moment you get home, you wish to just lay down. Your legs are tired, your feet are sore, and you just want to sit beyond all else. The moment you get to your room, you throw off your things and you fall forward. You fall until your body lands on the bed. The moment it does, you feel this immense comfort and soft sensation completely cover the front of your body. Because of this, there is an immense amount of comfort. In a few moments, you notice that all of your muscles, all the aches that are hidden just beneath the surface, slowly start to unwind, and this immense satisfaction that can make almost any person simply for that moment. It's a beautiful feeling. Not everyone gets to experience it, but it's one of the small silver linings in this constant battle we call life. Regardless, taking up not too much of your time. Instead, what I wish to do is I want to kind of count you towards this much better sensation. Not exactly this sensation of relaxation and being asleep, but being a lot more comfortable in your own skin and being a lot more awake. Specifically, what I want to do is I want to count to the number 5. A lot of people like to count much higher, some to 10 million, but the difference that I want to do is I just simply want to make every number count the most, in a much, much more easier to understand way, where every number is kind of like a chunk towards this idea that pieces of us come back. 1. It happens very, very slowly, but rather it can feel as if chunks happen all at once. 2. These kind of strange sensations where all we're really doing is feeling this immense amount of kind of as if someone was taking a white cloth and just wiping the haze away from our eyes. 3. It's almost as if this woolen cloth that was over our mind was slowly disappearing, almost as if it dissolved in the air itself. 4. And that's where all of a sudden we tend to feel most of us back, but with the snap of a finger, we blink once and everything comes back. Nice and relaxed. 5. What was that little... You're muted, by the way. I can't hear you. He's running off into the distance.
No, I'm not muted.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Hey, chat. How you doing?
You got me. What's up, chat?
So, I'll get out of the way. Yeah. Hey.
Hey, Button here.
How y'all
Let
feeling?
me tell you about
How y'all
hypnosis.
feeling? Having a good time? Having fun?
How's ever...
Vsauce there? Yeah, that's actually I wouldn't say that was a rapid induction. I'd say that's a lot closer to an overlap.
No, that's a rapid. It happens very quickly.
Well, I know you're using the focus part. You're using the eye. You're using the disassociation of talking about the history of like anatomy and that sort of thing, getting them outside their body with talking about history. No, this is me. I love to break down these things because it's more fun when you know the secrets, isn't it? The
reason why it is a rapid induction is what happens in the mind is when people it's a lot easier to explain when we're in VR chat, but when you're staring at your own hand, you can see the actual jagged lines.
Yeah.
When you're staring at your
a little
own
bit
hand
further
in
back,
VR
a little bit further back. There. Yeah. Right there, right there. You're good. You're good.
Alright, when we're staring at our own hands in VR chat, we can see the very jagged lines of the paw pads in every single model, or at least most of them. And as we stare at these jagged models, or these jagged lines, we get this kind of imitation, or this very strange optical illusion that what's going on is we see a very smooth surface. But when we take the time to actually stare at this model, it seems very jagged for some very strange reason, and that's because it was never smooth to begin with. And as you begin to study this, it becomes extremely interesting or extremely prevalent that we are focusing to an immense and intense degree. All my voice is doing is just making it harder for you to think the entire time while you are simply focusing on your own hand. Well, you hypnotize yourself the exact moment I say this is the most amount of focus you have ever put into anything.
And as we've talked about this many times, focus is all hypnosis is. That is really the crux, the backbone, the creme de la creme of what hypnosis is.
Le creme de la creme.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I combined like two things in there, but oh well.
I think you did.
Oh, I just found my camera thing. It somehow ended up there.
Oh my god.
You get smaller? Yes. No.
I was this small the whole time. I was just in the air.
Okay. That makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, creme de la hypno, I guess. The one thing I wish you kind of would have touched on is with the hand being out there is that natural tension of holding up your hand that does tire you out. That's the only thing I noticed that you did not ever really mention. You kind of touched on it at the very end, right before you started to do the wake up. But that's one thing I think that I mean, like I said, you started to touch on it at the end, but that was one thing I was expecting you to kind of use was the weight of your hand going down as feeling more tired, feeling your mind shutting down as your body relaxes, and then eventually just letting the hand drop. If this was a stage show and I was doing that sort of induction, I would definitely come by and pull their hand down, and as the hand goes down, all that focus, all that stuff disappears into a blank mind. And I'd definitely do that sort of thing if it was like a live performance, which I'm sure probably you would do something similar, or have them drop their hand at some point, or just come by and just like face bump.
As much as I love like flashy like stage hypnosis, I don't really do a lot of it, surprisingly. I do a lot of like extreme subtle trances where you don't notice it until it's like oops.
Well,
but yes,
from what I've noticed,
I'm so glad that I could be critiqued.
And it's not a bad critique
Fantastic.
or anything. It's me talking about
amazing.
my background in
happy.
stage. Is I would say like this is what I would be doing. This is how I'd be taking it and running with it. A little less than yours. Usually with stage, a rapid induction is no more than like 2-3 minutes. Like it's done really fast. So that's why for me it's not really a rapid induction, because that was what, like 10-15.
I'll try. I tried to extend it a little bit for
of
my
course.
nice
I mean, I've done
Hypno Fox
rapid
girlfriend
inductions here, and I've taken a full 5 minutes because I double everything over just to get the people in chat. How many people in chat went down? Exclamation mark down if you were hypnotized by Button, please. We'll see if we get a couple. No. I am not hypnotizing anyone today. Sorry.
You gotta put hypnotized.
Yeah.
You gotta put exclamation mark.
Yeah.
You gotta put down in chat now. Look at you go.
Typing. Where's my keyboard? Yeah. Where's shift? D O double win and enter.
Double win
and
True.
enter.
Double win
and I'm echoing. I'm echoing. There we go. Echoes off. Okay. Well, I switched. Sorry, random buttons.
You've killed
Random
everything.
buttons. Did I type it incorrectly?
You've killed everything.
No, I didn't even type it incorrectly. It went to the wrong stream chat. Oh well. We'll get that later.
We'll get it later. We'll get it later.
Apparently, apparently when I was trying to type, because I have the screen in the background, it keeps clicking on the stream and changing stuff around. So I don't think I'll be typing anymore. I'm sorry.
We'll fix it in post, as they say.
Yep. We'll fix it in post, you know, on YouTube. Maybe. Whatever. Hey, how y'all doing? Having a good time? Getting water? Getting hydrated? I need to take a drink. Drink.
Remember to get some water. It's so important that you get water.
Yep, lots of sniffs. Wee.
Do you know?
I need to move over here.
Wait, did you type the sniff in chat when I turned around? Don't do that.
No. There's just someone who did a bunch of sniff emotes. See, there's a bunch of sniff emotes in chat. Yeah, I didn't sniff anything. I just said sniff. I'm just reading chat here.
I'm talking about the guy in chat.
Oh yeah, Ken Stigator. They're an instigator. Watch out for them. Oh yes, Lamp Addict, K Killer, Cyber Critter, Claw and Snap. Thank you all for the follows. Who else did we get? We got Simon, Blood Quest, My Leash Nader. I can't read your name. I'm sorry. And
My Leashinator?
Yeah, My Leashinator, I guess. And Deuce Draco, thank you for the resub. Thank you very much. Yes, sniff pause. Yeah. And thank you for
Simon,
the gifted sub as well.
The tier 1 sub, Simon. Wow.
Yep.
Thank you, Nayat, for the gifted 1-tier sub. That was so cool of you. Wow. I give you...
Has there been a bunch of redeems at all? Because I've not been watching the redeems. I should probably go check that out.
I swear I haven't seen a single one of them.
Okay, that's good. I don't know if you
don't redeem anything.
Channel points.
I'll make really bad hypnosis jokes, and not a single person here wants to hear them. Just remember, a hypnotist has full control over your bladder while you're under.
No,
this is a threat.
Gotta wait for everything to load.
That button.
Okay, let's see. Going to the bottom of the list. Yes, we have a good hypnotized coal. Do you want to read that one? We have a redeem for good hypno coal or hypnotized coal.
Oh wait, where's that?
Well, you don't get to see it. This is me. It just says good hypnotized coal. You just have to turn to me and say good hypnotized coal. That's all.
Good hypnotized coal.
Yay! Okay.
Nice.
Good hand. We have a good button. There we go. There we go.
Good hypnotized coal. I get it.
Yeah.
I get
we have a snap. Did you want to do another
good
snap?
Hand.
They want snaps.
I love doing those.
Yeah. We got snaps. Those are always fun. And head pets and belly rubs. So head pets and belly rubs. So rub, and pet. And just for Karu, pet, and rub. And they want extra head pets for buttons. So pet. Okay. And Ara. So that's a fun one. Do you know Ara? Do you know what that means?
I do.
Okay.
I don't know why people like it, but
I don't know, but they like me saying it, so first off, let me get a warm-up one in. Ara. And then just for who redeemed it? Fennec? Yeah, just for Fennec. Ara. Yeah, I like turning on the Hypno Eyes for that one.
Button is the only cat that I know that likes belly rubs. This is kind of true.
What are you talking about? My cat loves belly rubs. Except you have to do them with your feet.
Has he ever killed you?
No, she has not
Alright,
killed
never
me.
mind.
If you do them with your feet, she's cool. If you do it with your hand, no. Then again, she
I
also
don't get
like
that.
will flip
That's
around
crazy.
and then start biting at your heel, but that's besides the point. Yeah, that's right.
Alrighty.
Kitties are evil. They only
It's
want to
true,
kill
they
you a little
are.
bit. Oh, and we got a trickster laugh. Can you do
Sorry.
your best evil laugh? I mean, I can do mine to start. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's just that simple. Just that simple.
I'm embarrassed.
Hey, is that Katie Cat?
I'm gonna kill you.
Hey, it's Katie Cat. Hey.
I love
Kate,
that
Kate.
person.
Yeah. They actually
Sounded so-
Katie Cat.
I love Katie.
Katie Cat actually
Katie's
drew
awesome.
the when we do the tail the tail swish takeover redeem. Katie Cat's the artist of that art. Thank you. Yeah, Katie
Would you
Cat's
look at that?
a ball of joy. Yeah.
You have it on the street? Yeah, he does.
Yeah, I could probably pull it
That's
over
awesome.
from another thing. I'm gonna embarrass them, but no, I can't do it right now because we're in VR chat and I don't have the right source up, so that would take some time. But yeah, yeah, I'll show it to you if you come back on Friday. Yeah, you'll get a free redeem of it if you come back on stream. Yeah.
Nice.
Well, not you. I'm talking to Katie here. You get a.
I mean, yeah, I know.
You get a free.
Nice.
You get a free
Nice,
whatever next time.
Nice. She gets something awesome. That's so awesome and nice
Yeah.
and awesome.
Well, they
Wow,
made
that's
it, so it's
awesome.
only fair they get to get a free redeem of it, you know? Jacob, thank you for the 20 bits. So, Hypno Hour, right? Wrong?
That's
Maybe?
so true. Hypno Ever.
No, Hour. It's the Humpday Hypno Hour.
Hypno
How is
Hour
this
is
so
so
hard to
true.
say?
It's I die a little inside every time I hear it, but you know, it's the Hypno Humpday.
Yes, exactly. It's Wednesday. It's the hump day of the week.
Hypno Humpday.
Hey, guess what day it is? That's what started this whole thing.
It's the Hump Day.
Yeah. At the end of last year, we were talking about things, and someone goes, because I usually do a Monday, Wednesday, Friday stream. Someone goes, "Hey, guess what day it is?" And I'm like, "It's Wednesday." They're like, "No, Hump Day." And then I'm like, "Oh, we should do a Hypno Hour on Hump Days." And they're like, "Totally." So this year we've been doing an hour of hypnosis every Wednesday. We've only missed one because I was at a wedding. Other than that, we haven't missed a single one. Yep.
Oh,
It's Wednesday, my dudes. Yeah, but
Our
will
hump day
kill
hour?
me if I start quoting that in your server. Possibly. He is a
Yes.
cat. He is a cat. You always have to be afraid of that.
it's true.
All
All right.
Well, here. We'll quickly distract them with something else, right? There we go. No more. Gotta turn it the right way. Too far. There we go. Why can't I get in the right spot?
I think it's because you
Well,
don't
my
know where your
camera's
camera's pointing.
yeah, my camera's right behind chat.
Pointing
That's the
directly
problem.
at me.
So I am staring at
Camera's
chat.
pointing directly at me.
So I'm just gonna go to this side of you. You know,
I am in the center of the camera.
I know. I'm just horrible at this because
There
well,
you go.
I had a. There we go. It's like Salt Bay. We just.
He's
like
trying
Salt
so
Bae.
hard.
Yeah, I know. Okay. I'm gonna put that away. Yeah, I just need
He's
to
trying
move.
just so hard.
Okay, there we go. When I move my monitor off to the side so I can actually see, but then I have to look over here for chat, and I just can't look at this, you know?
You just like sit right here, and we'll be like perfect.
Wee.
It's like close enough when you really think about it.
More fun that way, right? Also, everything's backwards, so that does not help.
That's fine.
Anyway, as we all know,
Button going Zen mode, it's true.
free hugs. Okay. Quick. Type
I love
exclamation
free
mark pile for free hugs. You're missing week 20. Yeah, I know. I forgot to post week 24 on YouTube. It is the missing week. That was the week we were gone. So, actually, no, we did do a week 24, but unfortunately, I was gone the next week, so I forgot to upload it, and it's been 30 days, and yeah. There's a button. There's a button. You can use it to sew your clothes.
I'm right here.
Right? You can use button to sew your clothes.
Why can you sew my clothes? What?
What? You don't use buttons to
Don't
sew
sew my clothes.
Why? Why can't
You said sell.
No, sew. SEW.
You definitely said sell more than once.
Well, I can't talk. Boop the button.
I'm learning
okay.
that slowly. Yeah, my nose.
Yep. Full cast hypnotic pattern. Yep. Yeah, unfortunately, we'll have to do a. Yeah. Why is Button not wearing any clothes? I'm not wearing any clothes either. I mean, that's just how VR avatars are.
Why am I not wearing any clothes?
Do you want to put some clothes
I
on?
can put them on. It's not,
I don't
it's
have
not
any
that
clothes.
hard.
I mean, I just walk around naked in VR. It's cool. No one cares.
It's not that hard. I don't know. I feel like you lose the cat when the clothes are. I don't know.
Yeah, now you just look like a doll.
All right. I need you to flip a coin.
I don't have a coin to flip. Quick, chat, flip a coin.
Well, choose heads or tails. Choose heads or tails.
I always choose tails.
All right. So tails for the numbers game.
Okay. Ooh,
Computer.
that's a fun one.
Flip a coin.
Okay.
Well, that doesn't. That sounds
That's
like
an interesting sound effect.
Yeah, that sounded like it flushed your toilet.
All right, so we're doing the numbers game.
We got a tails! Yay! Oh, thank you, but we don't say cute here. We say puntable because all cute things are puntable. So therefore, by the transitive property, you cannot call anyone cute puntable. Buttons is a very puntable cat.
Interesting. It is true. I am 5'2". If you put me on a football field, I probably would go flying.
Mm-hmm. Oh yes, the numbers game. Are you ready for the numbers game? Button, do you wanna?
This is probably this is my most popular trance. So
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 do
if
we
you
want to
come sit
or
in
anything?
my lap,
We...
you want to come sit in my lap.
Okay.
You can participate if you want to. This is a very interesting trance that I've kind of developed and come across. So this is going to be a confusion induction. I don't know how to classify it because I'm not smart enough. But the way this specific induction is meant to work is it is meant to kind of be a overloading induction without seeming like one. It's a very simple game. It's the numbers game. The way you play this game is when there is an odd number, you simply open your hands. When there is an even number, you close your hands. Does that sound easy?
Yes.
Alright, this is where it slowly gets more and more difficult. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12, 13, 14, and 15. it becomes slowly but surely more and more increasingly difficult to do this exact task, and the reason why will become very easily understandable by the time this goes on. You can bring your hands down. It might be a little hard to keep them up.
There's more for the visuals of the stream.
I mean, if you want to keep them up, you can tire out your.
I can do it
like
this. I can do it like this the whole time. You know. What were we on? 15?
With that being said, it's very, very easy to simply repeat this set of numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 9, 10, 11 through 12, 13, 14, and 15. You don't need to kind of think about it too hard to kind of understand that it goes from evens where your hands are closed and odds where your hands are open. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 9, 10, 11, and 12, 13, 14, and 15. To tell a story along with this idea of attempting to count these numbers. It's not as if we are counting to go to an arbitrary goal or to simply add until we get to a very specific point in time. What we are simply doing is by counting the time, by counting seconds, not entirely by counting the seconds that go by, but instead to kind of fill up a very arbitrary kind of idea of what it means for time to pass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. It's very, very easy to forget where these numbers go if you don't entirely know exactly what they are. 1, 3, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 4, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. We do not attempt to ever forget a number, but sometimes it may or may not happen. To simply keep track of what may or may not be said is one of the most important things when it comes to a game about numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 8, 13, 14, 15. It's hard to forget what may or may not be forgotten, instead to simply continue on regardless of what happens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12, 13, 14, 15. One of the most important parts of this entire game is that it is not exactly a game meant for you to win. If it becomes harder and harder to follow, that is the entire point. Most people simply get too sad that they are not exactly quote-unquote winning the game, but I want to assure you that you are doing a completely perfect job. With that being said, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 1, 12, 13, 14, 15, and good. 1, 3, 2, 5, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 15, and good. It's hard to forget what numbers go where, but instead to keep track of what numbers were missed. It's a lot harder to understand exactly what we mean when we attempt to not count exactly where we go, instead trying to remember exactly where our minds may or may not be in any moment given or time. 1 through 3, 2 or 5, 4, 6, 7 or 9, 12, 11, 14 or 8, 14, and 15, and good. Trying to remember what may not be there is the most important, but not at all. Instead, trying to forget of what may be ahead is one of the easier routes to take instead. Trying to remember not instead what was behind, but trying to figure out what is coming ahead is one of the most important things that we can do when we attempt to truly, but further, try and go towards this idea of what our minds may be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12, 13, 14, 15, good. Instead of trying to truly remember exactly where our mind's mind may be at any given point in time. A much easier thing to do is instead to try and focus forward of where our minds may or may not be instead at this exact moment in time. Trying to think of where we were or where we may go is not entirely one easy thing or a task that our minds are simply able to continue forward with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. A much easier path is to simply focus on exactly the moment. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. To not instead forget what may be behind us, but instead to forget what is in front of us is one of the easiest ways to forget exactly what the mind means when it says that it itself cannot simply understand what is in the moment, but instead what may not be the future. A past does not exist if we do not further what our minds may instead interpret of what is ahead of us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. 13, 14, 15, 15, 15. An easy way to remember that our minds are not instead focused in the moment is every time we open, every time we close, a very easy feeling of our hands moving. Every time they move, a feeling of us simply goes hazy, another moment of our minds simply not being able to grasp the situation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or 8. 9 or 10, 11 through 12, 13, 14, 15. Good. It's a lot harder to understand what happens at any given moment in time when we don't entirely fully understand what may or may not be waiting entirely in front of us, instead trying to figure out the exact feeling of what it feels like to feel that very sudden feeling where our mind, instead of feeling where we just suddenly drop. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sleep. It's easy for it to happen, mostly out of nowhere. It doesn't need to happen all at once. In fact, a very easy way to understand what it means to simply fall asleep is to not instead but sink, but not exactly drop, not entirely feel every single thing in our mind completely go blank. Instead, a much more important thing that we can keep track of is the fact that there are no numbers inside of our mind. To fill them inside of our head is to not only but bring us much further down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Good. It's a lot harder to forget exactly where we were when we're trying to figure out exactly where we are. Instead, but trying to remember where we are, trying to continue but forward once more. We need to not only not forget this experience or feeling of relaxing. It's easy to feel every muscle relax when we tense them up ever so slightly. Like opening or closing our hands with every number we hear, it's a lot easier to feel this pulse of relaxation, this comforting sensation of everything just keeping us so much nicer, down and relaxed when we open our hands. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. You're doing a fantastic job. 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. 9, 10. You deserve exactly this sensation of just needing a smile on your face. 11 and 12. Comfortable exactly where you are. 13, 14. Just let your mind free. Feel nothing but that comforting happiness you feel when you're just about ready to fall asleep. 15. It helps everything feel slightly more hazy in the end. it makes everything a lot easier to not only experience this immense joy when we are completely done with exactly what happens, but instead there is a much more enjoyable sensation of not entirely focusing on one thing or one particular thing at any given point in time, but instead to just simply relax when our minds decide that it is simply time to allow ourselves to not entirely think for an extended period of time. Trying to listen to one strange individual talk your ear off is a lot easier or a lot harder said than done when we try to just simply do it at the end of the day. Trying to just simply focus or put all of our attention to one thing in particular can become very, very hard when we don't entirely have this guiding motivation. This motivation or this guiding motivation where we don't entirely feel as if we have the capability of doing so. You have done a fantastic and amazing job, and I personally believe you deserve the smile on your face you'll receive when you wake up from this. Counting up with these numbers, when we hit our 15, I just want you to open your eyes with your hands, if your eyes aren't closed already. 1. It's like taking baby steps in the end. 2. It doesn't entirely happen overnight, but rather 3, slowly but surely. It's as if 4. Throughout time and time again, as numbers are arbitrary and put into the mind. 5. It becomes a lot easier to feel this very sudden, or rather gradual change of our minds slowly clearing up. 5. Good. Good. And 6. As time can pass on, it's a lot easier to forget the worries that happened yesterday. 7. So instead, what I want you to do is to feel more comfortable of exactly what you feel you are at this moment in time. 8. Which, at the end of the day, is entirely yourself. 9. For as time can continue on, regardless of what happens. 10. You are exactly who you need to be. 11. Simply sitting in where you feel. 12. Is right at any given point in time. 13. For our time is almost up. And that's exactly 14, where you can feel that sudden sensation of being awake. 15.
So,
Blah.
how'd you all enjoy that? Sorry, I should have warned you. I don't go under with numbers. Like, that's the one way to keep me
That's
up.
okay. That is okay.
Yeah, countdowns are the worst thing you can do for hypnotizing me, unfortunately. It's a side
Some
effect
people are that way.
of having, like, my gamer tag have a number. So people call me a number all the time. So
12 tables.
Yep.
Mr. 12. Mr. 12. Mr. 12. Mr.
Or
12.
tables, you know. Yeah. Yeah, he
Gosh,
does
I
have
want
a
a
nice
pointy
pattern, doesn't it? Yeah, I did have to deal with someone being a bit annoying in channel, mad that they couldn't shout curse words at you and me, you know, asking if we're a cult and stuff, and I'm like, no, this is just all I'm trying to do here is create a safe spot for people to enjoy hypnosis, learn about hypnosis, and we just happen to be furries. That's pretty much it. But yeah. But yeah, how'd you like that? How did everybody like the numbers game? Yeah, and they
It was
like to
very,
call
very cool
themselves the
numbers
tail
game.
cult, but yeah. Yeah.
Is that true? Do you call everyone the tail cult?
They call themselves the tail cult. I refuse to call them a cult unless they pay and say that I have to call them a good cult. I don't like cult terminology. I actively go out of my way to be like, okay, these are the things that are actually traits of a cult. We're gonna do the exact opposite. Go outside, make friends, have strong bonds with people outside of this group,
I don't
have
know.
strong bonds What a
hypnosis and like
Yep, there they
cults
are.
are like a very big red flag. So like you always
Yeah,
want to try
yeah.
and avoid them at least a little bit.
Oh yeah, no, it's crazy. Like there's so much stuff out there. Yeah. I don't like cults, but yeah, apparently I have to do it again. They redeemed Good Tail Cult. Do you want to say it? I don't want to say it.
Yes, you are a very good tail cult. Sorry, hold on. Can I do it in my tomato voice?
Yeah, you can do it in a tomato voice. Good Gilgamesh.
Tomato. Good tail cult.
Thank you.
Okay.
He's doing the Club Penguin dance. Sorry.
Yep. Tomato. Potato. Okay, we did go like 10 minutes over, or we did start like 10 minutes late, so we still got like 5 minutes left. So yay! We got 5 minutes left. And Kensigator, thank you for gifting a sub to Katie Cat. Congratulations, Katie Cat. I guess you're now a member of this wonderful community that is definitely not a tail cult.
Tomato.
The way Button speaks is like a pendulum, accentuated by them swinging their head back and forth, which makes the audio also go back and forth. It's true.
Yeah, I do have it on directional
what I
audio.
do.
I do have the range turned all the way up, so yeah. So you guys get to experience as if it was in 3D. Well, it kind of is. I mean, we are in 3D here, you know. So what do we want to do?
Oh my God,
I'm thinking I just go
Hypnofox
jump
Cole
off
has
the...
left the paper.
We. So, how's everyone doing? Having a fun time? Yeah.
We had a lot
thank
of
you.
barrels. We had a lot of laughs.
Yeah. Here,
Unfortunately, the two did not go together.
And unfortunately, there was no Niagara Falls. There we go. There we go. There
Niagara
we go.
Falls.
Yeah. I mean, if you got a barrel, you gotta go over Niagara Falls in a barrel, right? There you go.
Is that how that
There's the
works?
pendulum. Yeah. What? You didn't know about that? Niagara Falls going over it in a barrel? Come on. That's like the
No, I
classic.
didn't.
Yeah, you're not allowed to do it anymore, but that was like a thing.
I used to live near Niagara Falls.
That's the only time I went to Canada. Okay. Enough pendulum. Sorry. So everyone, first off, free hugs. As I'm trying to reach around and give a hug. There we go. I'm just failing,
Does
but
Button
yeah.
do private sessions? Yes, I do.
Yeah, you'll have to hit them up in VR chat. I will post with the link to their YouTube on the YouTube. Feel free to go do another shout out in chat.
What
you
you
want.
could do is if you'd like, I could post my Discord, the Discord server I use in there for my YouTube. If you're okay with that.
Do you want to post it on
Kisses on
our
you in the
Discord?
cheek.
My problem is
I can.
yeah, because I have it disabled for people to post links.
Copy link.
Yeah, I think Astro's the only one who are the only one who are able to post links. Astro's
Where do I
my
post?
unofficial mod. That's why.
The lounge?
Yeah,
I posted just in the general chat.
I'd have to look up on my thing. I think we have
Do I
a
put in
promotion thing.
self-promotion?
Yeah, self-promotion.
Self-promotion?
I think you can, Astro. I think you are
Alright,
like
there we
the
go.
only one who can.
If everyone looks in the self-promotion chat literally right now, you can join my personal Discord where you can reach out to me or look at my hypnosis files that are... That is not the correct link. I just pinged your own fucking... just did your own server.
Well,
God damn it.
always be careful with copy and paste.
There could
Especially
have
if
been
you're a
something
pervert. No.
terrifying on that. There could have been something absolutely terrifying on that, and everyone
Yes,
would have
yes.
just went button, and I would have went
Yeah.
no. Anyway, there
no,
you go.
you would have been like, did I
Reach
do
out to
that?
me directly, or
Okay.
go watch my YouTube videos where I do a couple cool files. Thank you, Cole, for letting me be here. It was so awesome to lose my voice and be forced to drink a lot of water.
Yay, we're drinking water. Okay. Yep. Well, everyone, thank you. I am so glad we got to have Buttons here. Did you enjoy them hypnotizing me in the first half of the stream? You got to see me sink a little? They've been asking for that since I announced
That was
this.
so awesome. Really?
Well, actually, since I
Is that true?
hypnotized Slush Dog, they've been asking what I'm like when I'm hypnotized. So yeah.
If I ever come
Congratulations.
back, if I ever come back for
Why
another
am I
stream,
running?
I'll make sure
I'm not
it'll be the first thing that happens on stream.
Okay.
There will
okay,
be no
yeah,
intro?
Yeah. There will be no intro
There will
next
be no
time.
intro.
No,
there will
no.
simply be button confusion induction where I just go. I talk about the presidents of the United States of America.
Yeah, the
and
Mount
all of
Rushmore
the
induction.
Good ones. Of course.
Yeah, it's the Mount. Yeah, I mean those are the good ones, right?
I was personally thinking about the Joe Biden induction where he goes, "Hello,
I mean,
soda!" Sorry.
I mean it's a confusion induction because I don't even know what he's saying when he talks. I mean, but that's whatever. I don't do politics.
If it's hard to follow along, that's one of the most important things for your
US
mind
anthem
to be able to kind of
intensive.
like attach itself onto.
Oh, that is great, Astra. Da, da, da. I was in, as some of you may
It
know,
was
I was in
awesome.
the
I'm glad to
military, so I love the national anthem. Don't disrespect that. I will kick you. But other than that, yeah. Anyway, thank you again, Button. I am gonna go ahead and see who's online and streaming, and we're just gonna go raid someone. Everybody, when you get into the whoever we're raiding, just be sure to jump in, do a bunch of tail emotes if you got them, or something else, you know. And with that, as always, have fun.
Wait.
Okay, I
Wait,
gotta
hold
jump
on.
over the
Can I
computer.
put-
Entertain them. I gotta disappear down here.
I will put on my own hypnosis
Does
spiral
not
while
look
stream
bad.
ends. It's gonna be so awesome.
This
It's
does
gonna
not
be
look
so
bad at all.
awesome.
Yeah,
It
that's
does not
perfect,
look
that's
bad.
perfect.
It
There,
does
we'll
not look
just
bad.
sink
It does
down a
not.
little-
It does
little
not look
further.
bad.
Okay, where is
Farther and farther the mind does not see, trying to remember what it's like to be me, not knowing where I am, but instead where I'm going,
forgot that.
running around but never to be seen.
I forgot something. Oh no, my because my internet's not on the right thing, so I can't even see who's on. Who is on? Who can we stream? Who can we raid?
Oh no.
Filth. We'll raid Filth. Okay, Filth the Mutt. Got it.
Falling but never to be seen once more, we try to remember the depth of the mind. A core does not exist, for it's an endless pit of one you can never but sink further down. Trying to remember how far the mind goes, but knowing it's a cavern that never goes down. Instead, it's something we can forever but sink, but never understand the bottom we brink. A brink of a sensation we never remember, this feeling of a mind that never minds. The mind, the feeling that we can go down, never to see the sun around. Down as far as the mind can be, never but one, but into three.
Okay. Now I need everybody to wake back up for just a second as we say goodbye. And my usual outro. Thank you for stopping by. Hope to see you all on Friday. As always, stay safe, be kind, be happy. Bye-bye.